minute and 20 seconds.
Okay. Then the last guy comes across. Give me about 1 minute with the last 5.
Okay.
Last 5! Why don't you come over and join me? Nice try, Bischoff. You almost made it. Line it up. You know what you're doing. Double arm width apart. Spread it out. Begin.
Side jumpers. Morgan over there.
Let me demonstrate real quick.
Morgan returns to the class after his academic review board. He is out of chances. The instructors keep the pressure on.
Morgan, are you not very coordinated?
Hoo-yah, Chuck McHenry.
Hoo-yah yes, hoo-yah no.
Hoo-yah, yes.
You're not very coordinated. Watch what I'm doing. Up, down. You see how they went out and then came back together?
Oh, yeah.
Up, down. Do them like that. Up. Up. Up.
Yeah, stand by.
Hey, gents, in all of these evolutions, it carries right over into pool week. It's attention to detail. All right? When I tell you how to do it, I'm going to tell you how to do it once. Do it right the first time. So pay attention to detail and you'll pass tomorrow. Yours, sir.
Moving.
Standing outside the office.
You're going to prepare for your
To pass pool comp, each student must demonstrate attention to detail while being harassed by the instructor. It is easier said than done.
They'll come up to you, grab you, spin you around a couple times, rip off your mask, rip out your regulator, turn your air off, and you have to basically get your composure, turn on your air, find your regulator, put it back in, and check yourself, make sure all your straps are properly put on, sized up, and then you're done. And that's why we're here, is to get some action, have some fun, get a little beat up.
To simulate surf hits, the instructors tie knots in the students' air hoses that can't be untied. They want to see guys think and perform in unfamiliar situations.
When I was trying to do the knot, I was tugging on my hose. I couldn't get the knot out, so I couldn't get air to it. It was just, I was pulling it at the wrong stuff. It just probably tightened something around. If I would have pulled on the right one, it probably would have been pretty easy to get out.
Just trying to get the damn knots out, and so just concentrating on that, and not really focusing on the big picture.
For many of the students, 10 seconds without air is an eternity. Less than 1 in 5 pass the first time.
Man, I'm running good today. 20%.
20% pass rate.
Did it surprise me? Yeah, a little. But, I mean, I failed before and come back, so.
Kolarov sustains several unintentional injuries during his test. He fights through them, but misses one small detail.
I did good, and towards the end I just was out of breath, and I freaking got to put my stupid weight belt on and stow my straps, and it killed me. I failed for that.
Never checked your air, never checked your J valve, never did any dive suit check at all. So you missed 3 dive suit checks. Morgan. Time was 15:15. Fail. Failure to complete sequence. Times 3. Give him the chance, man. I'm giving him the chance. Call me the Candy Man, Santa Claus.
Morgan is such a great guy, great athlete. But right now, he's having a serious problem with the S and seal, you know? He's having a problem with the water. I don't know what's going to happen with him.
For the men who don't pass, the stakes are higher. Each failure brings them closer to being dropped from butts.
You've been breathing, you've been doing this. If you start thinking too much about it, just go by muscle memory.
You run out of air, you're out of air. You don't have any reserve.
Source is interrupted. You have to check your straps. You have to do all of that.
Is it life threatening?
Bischoff, 19 minutes, 56 seconds. Fail. The guy is panicked, confusion, has no clue what's going on. The guy's complete soup sandwich, period. That's exactly what he is.
Right when he entered the water, it was his second time around, so you know that he's going to have some problems. So we kept 2 men on him. I was one of them. we're watching, we gave him a surf hit, and he kind of seemed sort of panicky. We stayed close with him, and as soon as we took the regulator out of his mouth, you could see him gagging, kind of like struggling to hold his breath. I knew he was fighting to stay down there, and then he just decided, he planted both feet, he was bolting to the surface, he didn't want anything more to do with that. And so we brought him back down to the bottom, we made him do a proper FSA.
When Chira makes an improper FSA, it is a reminder that even in 9 feet of water, death is only a breath away.
Breathing air at depth and then holding it on the way to the surface is a one-way ride to the recompression chamber.
Just puke it. Puke it out. Get the scum gutter.
Chira's sickness is a small price to pay for learning the importance of following correct procedures.
Holy smokes, that was scary.
Yeah, hey, thanks a lot. You got it. Yeah, ripped his oral hose off trying to pull it back down. Let's go beat him with something.
Pass or fail? Fail. You're going to have a 10-minute clean time to make sure that he's all right and he didn't develop an AGE. And then we're going to place him back in line. He'll try it again tomorrow. We knew he was going to be pretty panicky, so right after he got his brief, I added one last thing, and that was if all else fails and he feels that the world is closing in on himself, that he needs to signal out of air, and the standby diver would come over and give him the regulator. He was showing signs of panic. He planted his foot once, the other instructor placed his knee back down on the deck, and then he planted his foot again, and I sweeped his leg back as well. Finally, we gave him a third stage hit, which basically he should be able to get it undone. He didn't even attempt to do that. He looked over at the standby diver and signaled to the out of air signal, and we walked over, gave him the regulator, and he breathed all the way to the surface.
If you are consistent highlighting yourself, both with the instructors and the class, if you're a thorn in their side, it's like the human body. All of a sudden, the class will build around you, and all of a sudden they'll squirt you out.
Everybody else take your right hand and start patting the guy next to you on the back saying it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're going to pass. It's okay. You don't pass. You guys are going to pass. It's okay.
Learn from the mistakes. Again, like you said, it's a new day. Hopefully yesterday was just a bad day. Take it from there.
As the first 4 trainees begin the retest, not every obstacle they encounter will be solvable. Instructors expect each man to make a minimum 10-second focused effort to work out of a tight spot. But the road to failure is paved with good intentions. In a swimming pool or in a dark, cold ocean, success and failure are separated by seconds.
I feel fine.
Grab the hose.
Geddes, recommend fail.
Geddes is the class leader, but water is oblivious to rank. Reality underwater is relentlessly impartial. Ability is the tool for survival.
He was clean after that. Let the arm and scum guard get out of the pool.
I'm pulling from just behind the mouthpiece. Never start pulling on the horn. That's what you did every time.
Fish temperature, 48 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey, look, you got all the skills you need to pass this thing. All you need to do is relax and fight through all the problems. You're almost giving up, is what senior and I were saying. You give up halfway through the problem. Oh, yeah, you know, I think it's time to come off my back. So it really isn't. That's why I kept on giving you so many. So take it on board, and if you get back in the pool, you'll pass.
Any questions?
Negative.
Ready to work?
You want to quit? Negative.
And in the water.